Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Again with Barkley on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Etienne once more, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
No, 52. Hey, no steal. Ready?
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Ready. Red, strike it. Strike it. Strike, hey, check random. Blue, black. Russell, 6. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, green.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. I'll tell you, he got away with it there, pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do, and these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality, and I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for. Have that mentality, but no, at the end of the play, protect yourself.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
10 seconds.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Seven, our score after 1. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the counter, Etienne. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it, and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Etienne running right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give running right, Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 93 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
Another toe for Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check Fury. Striker. Check Striker. Fury. Kelly. Set.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Up and good for Santoso. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because...
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Ready.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Roll up, hey, computers.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Steal, check steal, ultra, ultra. Ready,
They'll set up a throw. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown! Christian Kirk. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations because you're actually counting on a ball.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 112 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hunt. Miller, go.
he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, lost here. Strike, strike. Ready?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He'll get it inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, 53 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Ebron. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, it's Herbert. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Again, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 163 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check nigga. Cut.
Now back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Up and good for Santoso. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert has it knocked free. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So
he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert throwing again. And this is caught by Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Ready.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Straight ahead, Etienne. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On the ball.
On second down, Etienne once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the double.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Ready, go!
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Ready up!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Ready, set!
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready, break! Hey, move! Ready?
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go!
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Black one. Yellow, one. Check white. Go pink. Ready?
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Oh, they're going to run a little power pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Check man. Check you. Go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Black Ultra. Field flat.
They'll set up to throw. That's caught in the 3. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Jags, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.